Okay. Let's go into pick and bans here. We got Mega on blue side, Steel Wolves on the red side to start things off here in game one. First, want to see, you know, what do Steel Wolves really want to target here in this draft? Or do they feel like they have an opportunity to try and get a leg up on Mega here in game one?
What? No, you ban staple champions against Mega because their champion pool is so deep and they don't have crutch picks. Against Win or someone, you could probably try and ban out Shadow and Libera's champion pool. But against Mega, who are you realistically going to ban out? Maybe Pop, take away Braum? Besides that, there's no one else you can really target ban. And just for your information, Mega did lose a ban due to one of their players not being able to show up at the required call time. And they will also penalize parts of their prize pool earnings should they earn any, which they have guaranteed into the playoffs. So they have been penalized part of their prize pool earning. It is a small penalty for not meeting the second warning time that was given to them after the first failure to show up.
You know, and they've also had a couple times where they've shown up just a little too close.
It's a few times now. So they had, that's why it's the second warning time. So the first time. What?
Never mind. First ban was Hecarim, apparently.
Okay, so we have a visual bug. No, the ban is, I don't think it was Callista.
Or is that meant to be Callista? I feel like the Callista ban makes sense. Like, the Hecarim ban also makes sense.
Wait, what? I was told that they would penalize the ban.
I was just told Hecarim was the ban. That's what I heard. I don't know. We'll see what happens either way.
I'm pretty sure production got a little bit confused there. But it was, so yeah, it was a penalized ban for showing up late, and they were also deducted some of their price pool for missing a few of the warning call times, meaning they've lost the ban a few times now. And then there's, after you get told your call, so for example, call time 7. If you're not there at 7:01, you get a warning call time of 7:10 or 7:05. I'm not sure what it is. And if you're not there for the warning call time, that's where, you know, you can have further penalties. So they missed 2 warning call times in the LST, so they got a small punishment for it.
See Akali being banned out, and Steel Wolves?
It's Steel Wolves' final ban is Hecarim.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so production warning us in advance that there is a bug.
There we go. So all jungle being locked out here by Steel Wolves. And for Mega, that still allows that Elise to be picked up here for Lloyd, and it will be first picked.
Very strong jungler and a priority pick in the LST right now. A lot of teams are trying to favor towards Elise as their pick of choice.
And for Steel Wolves, YJY though, without the Callista being available, might resort back to the Xayah. We've seen it before. Plays very well. Have a little bit of utility in there with the Blade Collar, and also get a decent chunk of damage during those team fights if he's left untouched.
And I just go Rakan here if you can.
Yeah, might as well just get the duo.
Might as well just go Rakan, but Nautilus is still available. Nautilus does do well. That is... Okay, the Filipino teams in the LST really prioritize Kiana in the mid lane. And don't get me wrong, Kiana is very strong, but does have her own weaknesses in lane team fights. You saw that yourself when Liab played her yesterday. When you're fighting in the lane, you can't get as many big AoE stuns through her ultimate and the Earth... what's it called? Elements?
Element alignment. Oh, Renekton gonna get locked in here.
This is a staple. I think Mega should just continue and either pick up Pop support, go towards something like Braum here, or lock in Sivir as dual AD carry of choice. You know you're up against a Xayah already, so you can try and take a priority AD carry.
I might just go Kench and give a lot of safety to Daewoo.
And that kind of plays how Mega want to. Mega split up the map into 2, top side, bottom side. I know that it's very traditional that teams do this. Your top side is generally considered your top lane, jungle, mid laner. Bottom side, your AD carry and support. But Mega completely split it, meaning that Pop and Daewoo normally do their own thing for an incredibly long period of time, while it's Rocky, Lloyd, and G4 making the play. So you usually see playmaking jungler, strong top laner, and they hide G4's pick for a bit, see if they can get anything out of it. So I wouldn't have mind if they pick G4's champion there, because if you're going to show the Renekton and Kiana's already picked, you might as well show your carry, because you're only going to get to see one more pick, and if Steel Wolves are smart, they'll pick their jungler next, so you're not giving away any information by picking it up early. More of then you can just solidify what you want to play about any bans being thrown towards it. But Tahm Kench has this unique aspect where Daewoo and Pop, they can now integrate almost into the Thai top side of Rocky, Lloyd, and G4. Mid-game, they can suddenly use the Tahm Kench ultimate to reposition. Dayul is probably going to take teleport himself, so he can always jump across the map at any given time to get back into these fights. And already, Steel Wolves respect how strong of an AD carry Dayul is, banning out Ezreal and Varus.
Get rid of some utility as well as just Ezreal, which has been just a staple here.
It's one of his best picks. Like, Dayul is one of the players in the LST who say he's allowed to play Ezreal because he actually plays the champion well. But I would have liked to see a Simmer ban instead of the Varus.
Yeah.
I don't think Varus is very strong in the current meta. Yes, gives you a lot of utility in fights. But I feel that Sivir would be a much better pick here for Mega. I would be surprised if they don't go towards the Sivir pick. Or Kai'Sa is still fine. So I think banning up Kai'Sa or Sivir would have been a much better ban coming out for Steel Wolves here.
I see the Aatrox being shown here. Means there is a possibility, like we mentioned, staple pick of the Renekton for Rocky. We could still see a beast shift.
Hey!
Oh, did we see the Sona come out from Dayul? There it is, locked in. So we're going to have the Sona Kench bot lane.
And Mega have played Sona as the carry a few times previously. You know you're up against a Xayah Braum, so you can play this. It's not as of an aggressive lane that could kind of shut down Sona. If that was like a Tristana Nautilus, you can't do it. Sona's not bad here. I would have liked if Mega went towards something like Pyke instead, because they had the opportunity to pick Pyke third as their third pick in the draft phase. And then you get Sona Pyke. Sona Pyke is a gold accelerating bottom lane. Sona will be able to get lots of gold through Kleptomancy as well as Spell Thief's Edge. And then Pyke gets a lot of gold through Targons, which is also shared with Sona, farming the lane, and also through his ultimate. Very high damage, gold accelerating bottom lane. Whereas Tahm Kench, he'll still farm bottom lane because Sona will want to get as many Kleptomancy, Spell Thieves as Edge procs as possible. And use the Targons to, donate gold over towards Sona. But it's just not as efficient with the items as someone like Pyke can be. Will get very tanky, will be a good frontline threat, and can deal some damage himself. But just not as efficient, still very strong, still very, very safe for this Sona pick.
Well, let's see here. We're going to load up into the Rift for Game 1 between Mega and Steel Wolves. Things here. We'll be seeing, like we mentioned, Dayul on the Sona pick once again. Instead of opting for something like the Kai'Sa, but still very deadly. Saw in their one matchup they did pick it before. Interested to see how this Kled pick goes out, because we're seeing Spirit here for one of the first times in LST, and gonna have his Kled matchup going up against Rocky's Renekton.
He's got some big shoes to fill. Azure was a very staple tank in the top lane, or tank player in the top lane. Yeah, you tell him, Sona. You tell him. So Spirit has a big shoes to fill, picking up a flashy top lane pick of Kled. So I have to see how that does into the Renekton up top, and see if Spirit can bring anything new to the table for Steel Wolves. Really want to watch bottom lane, though. I think that's where we should keep our focus in the early game, because it is an aggressive top side of the map. We might get a few skirmishes here and there. But if you could put Sona behind, it does cripple her lane very well, because Sona relies heavily on auto-attacking and trading to get her gold through Kleptomancy as well as Spell Thief's Edge. So if you put her behind, then suddenly Duel's not going to be able to farm as much gold as possible through the interaction he gets from Kleptomancy Spell Thieves.
Here up toward the top lane.
Yeah, you get him, Tiger.
Oh, he's got it. Got Conquer. Gets Spirit Trap in the rope and backs off.
Level 1, though, so we can't go in for the Vicious Blades trading pattern. Just gets a bit of extra damage, that's all. Yeah, Rocky should control this lane early.
How well does a bear trap on a rope, like how well does a bear trap work against like a crocodile?
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work?
Because it's called a bear trap, it works on bears.
Oh, it's only bears. Okay. I don't know, man. I thought maybe it might have some effectiveness.
No.
Rocky gets a quick trade in. They're actually going to get the mount.
Very good from Rocky.
Noticing he had the level 2 advantage, got in there, got it off before Spirit could trade back, and Now he's got to farm up a little, do some damage, get Scarl back. Lloyd's coming up.
Yeah, he's going up for the gank. If Spirit is not back on his mount, this could be a devastating dive, but Spirit can also turn this around if he's able to transform.
Well, let's see. He needs one more auto attack, but he was stunned, and he wasn't able to get it off. First blood goes on over to Rocky.
Doesn't even need Lloyd. Throws out the cocoon in case a flash comes through, but Rocky was already able to set up that easy solo kill right away.
Sly trying to jump in. And now he's going to be eaten up here. Gets thrown back. Pop is going to get stunned up, but that does force out a flash from Sly. And YJY, you might want to flash yourself here, bud. Oh, Pop gets around the Braum, and he's going to lick him down. That's going to be the kill going on over to the Kench.
Almost 2 kills there. The change to the passive of Tom Kench means he can't apply any more stacks of his passive through his Q. Big find in the bottom lane coming out from Duel and Pop. And that's what I mean by Braum not being this aggressive support. That's not a kill lane. If you get a good Q, that's fine. But if you're jumping aggressively against Time Catch and Sona, one, Sona's going to farm so much gold from her Spell Thieves, Cleptomancy interaction. 2, they're just going to whittle you down while you try to run away, and Spirit's in trouble again.
Again, no ward coverage there. And a perfect cocoon off the frame. No time for Spirit to react.
The bloody pigs come out as well from Spirit, understanding how good of a play that was from Lloyd. Spirit's been put behind so far as well. And again, using teleport into lane's dangerous because that's the bat signal for junglers to come up.
I don't like that too, because our observers were nice enough to show there was absolutely no vision for Spirit to be that far forward. After using teleport, like you said, pretty much the dinner bell saying, come up, we got free gold up here if you want to take it.
Yep. And he's already burned his teleport, which means it's a crippling play. Renekton gets a level advantage. Spirit even takes damage going back to lane because Renekton's trying to dive him again topside. G4's in a bit of trouble.
Well, let's see. Resonating Strike. Not going to land here. Oh, Ignite, though. He's ticking, but he's healing. Doesn't matter. Pain able to pick up the kill.
Yeah, able to get it with the final Q coming out from Kiana just to get that bit of extra damage. But Lloyd's already got Moby Boots. And look at him go. He's just run around the map. Lloyd gets extra movement speed when he's in that spider form, so he can run around and try and get a quick gank going.
Lloyd already starting to look like the spider that you start screaming when you see in your house. He's everywhere on the map already. 5 minutes in. I got Moby Boots at 5 minutes. Oh,
look at this CS discrepancy, though. It's 44 CS on Tahm Kench to 27 on Xayah. And this whole time, Daewoo is getting great gold from the passive of Spell Thief's Edge, from the Kleptomancy, from the procs of Spell Thieves as well.
Here we go. Vanzu able to land it, but immediately Pop's going to eat up Daewoo.
It's such a safe lane. You're starting to see why they've gone towards this. If a gank comes down, Pop's able to protect Sona. Daewoo has that teleport too. He's going to go back and complete that item so he gets the upgraded Spell Thieves.
Oh, double mana crystal too.
Double mana crystal?
Double mana crystal. Okay. Yeah, well, he's going to get it Sheen anyway. Maybe get a tier too.
Yeah, but why not go for the tier just right away? Look at Rocky
Oh,
go. He
top
doesn't
lane.
care.
Oh, boy, Rocky. Gotta be careful there, bud. Oh, no, Spirit. Oh, no. Lloyd, he's coming up. Spirit's like, no, Spider, go away. I don't want this. Rocky picks up another one. And they just juggle the aggro, pick up another kill. Meanwhile, mid lane, G4, once again, being harassed here quite a bit. That's going to force out at least a teleport here.
Yeah, Pop just uses his unsealed spellbook, swaps out his flash, and teleports into the mid lane just to make sure that he's going to be okay. But Mega found the weak point at the moment, which is bottom lane. They've got such a big lead. They don't really need to look down there. The gold accelerant is going to come online for Sona. So they're essentially going to have a farm support and a decent carry in Sona. But top lane's so far behind. Spirit can't get into lane. He's got no summoner spells. Rocky's level 6. You can't really do anything anymore. So they're just pressing down that wound that Steel Wolves currently have in the top lane.
Not a great start here for Spirit. It's been a rough one. Currently down 3 deaths in lane. Lloyd making appearances up toward that top side of the map as well as in bot. We did see Vanzu try and make plays here in mid and in the bot lane, but it's kind of left Spirit out to dry at this point. Pretty risky even to try and go for that 2v1 on the Renekton now. He's starting to get really far ahead.
Pop's the happiest support in the world, by the way. 55 CS.
Like, yay!
He's got more CS than anyone on the side of Steel Wolves.
Let's ignore that right now. Pop is he's a farmed farmed catfish. Pretty.
And if anyone is trying or wants to try this in solo queue, the best thing you could do is play Kleptomancy Sona support. With teleport even if you want. And you can test out how this works. Try and get as much gold as possible. Tell your AD carry to buy Targons.
I think Rocky realizes Vansu might be up here, considering Spirit's trying to go aggressive 2 levels down. Oh, Rocky. Resonating Strike is going to connect, but he gets the stun on Vansu and no Dragon's Rage available.
Dude, Rocky had ultimate there. I felt like he should have fought that. He should have fought that. Spirit's level 5 at the point in time. He should have gone for a big old brawl because he missed his Q. He didn't use his Tiamat. He didn't use ultimate. And he still chunked out Lee Sin to half health. I felt like Rocky should have gone aggressive there, but he might just save it to try and fight Spirit instead.
See here, Spirit now has the charge available, so maybe look to go elsewhere. But Rocky just shredding him apart, and that's the Infernal Drake also secured down on the bot side of the map here by Lloyd.
Okay, Spirit needs to run or he's dead.
Barrett.
Rocky could dive this easy.
Barrett, don't do it, bud. Oh no, he's staying. Rocky could just walk up and stun ya and slice and dice you go.
And a few mistakes coming out of Spirit. One, he used his vicious strikes on the minions trying to clear the wave. But when you do that, you can't use it when Renekton jumps in. I mean, you can't quickly get remounted. And Kled going from a champion that's not easy to tower dive has just been tower dive for significantly.
Pain. Ooh.
Ooh, close.
See here, Vansu's just going to try and invade onto the jungle, pick up a Raptor camp at least. Lightho's been happy this entire time. Applying pressure elsewhere on the map. Also getting themselves the Infernal Drake, so this 4,000 gold lead already getting multiplied by the extra bit of damage they get from that. There's also going to be a Mountain Drake later on. It's going to try and get some river control around this Drake. It's a little late though, so be just there for safety in case Lloyd wants to come down. And Daewoo once again. This time around, does pick up the tier. Didn't actually go for the Sheen. That Dark Seal and the Amp Tone.
This is where Sona's had the most fun as well. He's completed his support item.
Yep.
So he can farm now. And get the double gold of both farming as well as using Kleptomancy procs.
Oh, jeez, Pain. He's feeling a little bit here as G4 starting to fight back quite good in this matchup. Early levels. Pain was getting assistance from Vansu.
Spirit's dead again.
Oh, no. Lloyd, come on. This isn't fair. Spirit has to use the ultimate just to get to safety. First break gold's going to go over to Mega.
Spirit is 3 levels behind. He's only got a Tiamat. He is out of this game. He can't even farm underneath his turrets because Elise keeps roaming up there and looking for a kill. Pop did burn both his cleanses flash as well as flash there.
Pain. Gonna avoid that knock-up. Gets the stun down onto G4. Vansu comes on over. Do they want to go for a fight? Resonating Strike does not connect him. Pain needs to get the heck out of dodge. Flashing away. Sly is there, but Vansu just gets taken down. And Pop wants to join in on the fight himself. Gets the slow onto YJY. And Daewoo able to help out. They find themselves a double. Make it a triple kill for G4. And Sly, he's walking away. Last auto attack, the Q Quadra for G4.
Beautiful play coming up from Mega, trapping them inside their own lane and just not giving Steel Wolves any breathing room whatsoever. Mega are really flexing in this match here, Opal.
Pressing down the Pain. G4 finds himself 4 kills, his first of the game. Now this Aatrox is accelerated off the team fight, and it's an 8,000 gold lead at 11.5 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to call it. This game is over.
Okay.
Yep. So we can cut the cameras now. GG, go next.
Bit of a rough one here. Spirit is just going to farm before his second-tier tower, and we were wondering, you know, how's Spirit going to do? He's filling in the shoes here for Azure. He's been having a rough game. A lot of that, though, coming out from Mega, though. Lloyd applying so much pressure up to that top side to the point that Rocky could just keep diving this Kled.
Some good plays from the team, too. First, G4 being able to know that he can go toe-to-toe against Pain, playing the Aatrox well in the river, and just kiting down, using his damage well when Lee Sin tries to come in and disrupt it. Pop getting the really nice backstab with Tahm Kench. And Duel as well, Daewoo, holding onto his flash as Sona. Didn't flash in for a fancy crescendo. Just held onto it, flashy to get damage and just auto-attacked people to death, allowing, the Quadra to come out for G4. This game is pretty much over. If Steel Wolves want to come back, they need to start picking off Sona. But Sona is accelerating her farm. Already has the Seros complete.
Yeah, you got the Archangels complete. Going to start stacking that one up. Vanzu getting slowed. Oh, no. G4's coming back. Vanzu's like, I want to go back over the wall. I don't want to be here. And G4 gets the kill with the Infernal
He's like,
Train.
Pop, will you take me back?
Pop, I know we had our differences. Oh, Pop just wants to go to a different relationship at this point. YJY is going to use the Featherstorm to try and evade. Has the Blade Caller available. Going to get the root back. But guess what? Pop is so tanky because he's been able to farm up. Meanwhile, Lloyd has been popping the Rift Herald, and they're just going to go for the dive and take the first tier tower along with it.
What a beautiful play again. Just rinse and repeat coming out from Mega. And with those 2 kills, they can now just go straight down bottom lane. I mean, Vansu only just respawned. He was killed earlier. Now they can just go, let's take bot lane inner. Kled can't do anything. Rocky can just hold mid lane, and we can 4-man this.
We'll see. It looks like they're just going to back off. They'd rather go Rocky. Got to get the turret plate at all costs, Fish. And Pain taking a little bit of a love tap there from Dayul. Turret plating does fall. Second Drake, though, going to go in favor of Mega here. It's going to be their first mountain of the game. And turret plate difference, it's clear as day there. 11-1.
Unbelievable. This is a show match at this point, Opal. 11,000 gold lead. What do you do? Like, I'm struggling to figure out. They've got 33% of Steel Wolves gold.
Yep.
And no, they've got 50%.
50%. If the game were to end right now, we would actually call it. Because they're within that rule set at this point.
Yes.
It's that far gone already at 14 minutes.
50% of their gold. 14 minutes in. These teams don't like breaking records, sir. If I was playing this game on Mega's team right now, I'd be like, all right, okay, guys, 15-minute game. We're getting Dancing Herald, everything. Let's go. Group up, fight them, end the game. But
well, they've already lost the perfect game. Maybe, the motivation's gone.
Pain said.
Oh, Pain.
Oh, no, he doesn't have a Sheen yet, so not dead yet.
I was about to say, it's only 14 minutes. But the gold graph, would lead you to believe there is a possibility of the one-shot Sona already.
Disgusting.
A little. Lloyd gonna go ahead and take his blue buff. On top of that, too, you got Vision already creeping into Steel Wolves' jungle at this point. They're being suffocated out of their own jungle where they could try and get gold themselves. Mega just says it's our jungle now. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, but it's now ours. Vision detected. Here we go, Mega. Ping's coming out onto the flank possibility from Vansu and Pain. Meanwhile, top lane. Rocky don't care about you at all, Spirit. Lloyd's also there. Again, I'd be screaming at the spider at this point, but it's still going to be a second-tier tower taken.
Mega just controlling the map. There's nothing Spirit can do. Steel Wolves need a huge outnumbered team fight. It has to be a 5-on-2 for them to even consider taking it right now. Because even a 5-on-3, I give in Mega's favor at the moment.
Meanwhile, first-tier tower in mid lane's taken down. And now Ping's coming out there. G4 is going to apply pressure down to this bot lane. Rocky's still escorting the minion wave into the base. Already start seeing the crits that come out from the sweet spot on the Q. Massive damage. And Lloyd coming over. Lloyd does some decent damage. Here we go. We got ourselves the charge coming in. Teleport, though, from G4. Going to go in for a flank. You got Rocky also there. Oh, no. Steel Wolves are caught in the choke point. Dayul, though, going to flash away, and they get the shutdown here onto Lloyd. But the rest of the team still very healthy at this point. Blade Caller comes out from YJY. And that's going to be the disengage here. Steel Wolves find themselves 2 kills. And I feel like Dayul could have used that crescendo on that choke point.
That's what Steel Wolves need to do 10 more times. And then they've got a shot to come back in this game. But, yeah, questionable decision coming out from Dayul.
Oh, speaking of questionable decisions, that's going to force YJY to go back all the way. Even with the flash, Rocky got to take him down.
Yeah, Dayul could have used the crescendo in that choke point. I felt like he had a clean shot at 3 people. Or even reposition with his flash towards Raptors instead. But he chose to run towards Kiana as well as Zaya. I think that was a poor choice. I think he didn't see Kiana running down the mid lane and thus didn't know what his options were. regardless, it still would have felt like flashing over Raptor Pit would have been the much better decision there for the Squishy Sona.
But all in all, like you said, it's only a small tax here for Mega. They're still very healthy as far as gold advantage goes.
Mega can try and push for a win anytime they want. I'm not sure what they're just trying to farm everything at the moment. Vansu got to be careful.
No, Vansu. Rocky has 4 levels. Ooh, boy. Lloyd just steals away red buff. Spirit's like, okay. I guess that's just how it works. I accept my fate now. Okay, you're going to have that Sheen available. We got Pop here that's going to maybe get caught out. That's going to force a flash. A little bit of a poor positioning coming out there from the Kench. Unless Lloyd is just going to get a free cocoon. Daewoo waiting for that shield to drop, and then he'll let the crescendo roll, possibly. Let's see whether or not he does. Holding on for a very long time. Rocky comes over toward the side with the Hextech Flash over toward the wall, and they find themselves that kill. Rocky able to slice and dice, and Daewoo will find the kill on Sly. Meanwhile, Pop is going to eat up the Lee Sin. Spirit's going to be sent back to the afterlife, and Payne's going to run through the jungle, but he's got an Aatrox that's just going to slay him down. Payne going to try and do his best to outmaneuver. Chain does connect, has the blasting cone to safety, but G4 should be able to cut him off. There it is. Sweet spot's going to land, forces out the flash.
4 kills for nothing. Mega just walk down mid lane, take a turret, and then they decide, you know what, I want Dragon 2. Pop almost has more gold than everyone in Steel Wolves. When your support has more gold than your most farmed carry, that is a disaster moment. That's signs of the apocalypse.
Well, we don't have a hack run, but, you know, 4 horsemen are starting to show already. And that's going to be their second Mountain Drake as well to add on to the Infernal they got earlier. 17-3. 15,000 gold lead. Baron up in 30 seconds, too. Yeah. The game of League of Legends.
Yeah, this is a League of Legends game.
We got YJY dancing in mid lane.
Over award.
Over award.
Casually.
Mega are like,
free.
okay. Oh, Lloyd gets hit by the Q. Doesn't even care. Look at Spirit. He's got charge available. YJY still dancing in the corner of the screen. I can see the Xayah dancing. Oh, G4 snuck in behind. Oh, Sly. Oh, no. It was all a bait. And Spirit can't stop his ultimate, so he just has to jump in. Kiana ultimate comes out, finds its targets, but guess what? You have a Tom Kench that just gets a gray health shield back and gets it all. And Rocky goes godlike. It's a double kill for the Aatrox. It's another ace. Throw in the towel, Steel Wolves. Mega, just end the game if you could. It's another one, and it's out Baron.
I'm pretty sure they could have ended the game if they wanted. But Mega decides to go for Baron instead.
Well, Daewoo needs to get 20 stacks on his Mage Eyes.
I see. That's what we're going for.
22-3. Oh. Oh. This is when, you know, the elephants are, you know, just eating out in you know, by the oasis, and, you know, someone kind of walked too close to the baby, and, well, now the elephant's mad.
Oh yeah, this elephant, mad elephant. Rocky's 8-0-2, use teleport to push out top lane. G4's 8-1-5.
Tiamat also fully complete. The Ravager's Hydra going to be completed there for Rocky.
It would just be one swift push coming in from Mega, and it should be the end of the game. Steel Wolves are way too far behind. They're approaching 20,000 gold.
Yeah. Does our gold graph go to 20K?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Why is still dancing? Oh.
Payne's looking for a big flank. Spirit's been underwhelming so far. His laning phase wasn't great to see. His ultimates have been very questionable so far.
Payne tries to get away. Sly's caught out on a choke point. Doesn't have... he does have a flash available. He can use it. Vansu gets the kick back. Payne used the ultimate to try and disengage. Lloyd's looking to go over the wall here. Lands a cocoon onto Vansu. Meanwhile, Sly's taking down Rocky to slice and dice all the way. 0. Zout. Payne. Spirit going to use the ultimate. YJY. Daewoo flashing forward with the crescendo. Is going to land onto Spirit, but he gets knocked off the mount. Woohoo! YJY, he's going to go back to Fountain. Duel's just, he's having himself his own rave at this point. And that's going to be 2 inhibitors taken down. 24-3 is your kill total. Mega, easy goes. They're just going to go ahead and take down the Nexus Towers. YJY going to use another Feather Storm. Flashes on into the Fountain. They know it's all over here at this point. Final stand. Nexus, though, is going to get taken down here by Lloyd. And Mega, woo! Don't make the elephant angry.
No, Mega found the pain point of Steel Wolves, which was top lane. They just pressed down on top lane over and over again. It gave them such a big lead. Bottom lane was already a disaster. Excuse me. Bottom lane was already a disaster. Natural advantage for them there. And the natural transition was get G4 bot lane, kill them twice, and the game was pretty much over. You got a 50% gold lead at 10 minutes. To come back from that,
Ooh.
you need, like, my goodness, you need a miracle to come back from that. So it was,
I think
a bit too difficult.
I
You need
think
a miracle of a
might
miracle.
be. Yeah, like a miracle is like maybe asking for too little.
Like, you need the angel to come down and be like, here is your miracle. And then from the miracle, another little angel
Another
comes
angel
out. It's
comes
like,
out.
here's your miracle. That's what you need. Like, the chance that happens is like,
Oh. But we're in reality here, and Mega, if the angel was coming down, G4 with the Aatrox just sliced it out of the air and said, no, go back. Because that was clean for Mega. Like, minus, like, a couple of mistakes during the team fights where, you know, it could have been executed a little more cleaner. It's still just a great game from them. And
the fight that we're going to take a look at was that first big rotation of G4 in the bottom lane. We don't usually see this coming out from the Mega team, but it starts with G4 getting a good fight against Pain. He's got his ultimate available, and Pain doesn't have any more burst, so he just takes the big fight. Then you have Elise coming in, and it's a really good decision from Pop as well as Daeul to understand they could try and follow up on this fight. So they're going to kill Vantu first. Just too much damage comes out. He's dead. And then Pop goes, I can flank this, gets behind them, slows Steel Wolves down enough for the rest of the team to come through. And look at Daeul the whole time. He's got Crescendo, doesn't use it here, holds onto it. Will eventually use it after the feathers, after the ultimate comes out, and Sly will die. But it was a really nice reposition getting in, so make sure you get the double Q off, get the extra damage, and set the play up for G4 to get his quadra kill.
Now let's take a look at that gold graph. Oh, we do have 20K on that graph.
Yeah,
it does go that high. At
20. That's the biggest gold lead we've seen. My goodness.
Yeah, unfortunately, Steel Wolves has been on the receiving end of, from our top teams, some of the most heavy-handed victories.
Yes.
Wynn had a perfect game in 18 minutes. Now this game here, 3 kills away from a perfect game for Mega.
Yeah, very close to a perfect game, but Mega played it exactly how you expect them to, which is slow, methodical, how they would clean out a game. I would have liked to try and push it a bit more, especially since MSI, where we saw, you know, Team Liquid's notorious defeat against G2 in under 20 minutes in the grand finals match. I would have liked Mega to push a bit more, see what their limitations are, because it would have taken 3 or 4 thrown team fights for Steel Wolves to even have a horse in the race. Yeah. So would have liked to see try and force it a bit more, be more punishing, be more commanding, but still slow and steady, won the race. And that was just brutal to watch. I don't know. I can't take any more of these beatings today, Earthfall. It's just been a day of
of the clap.
Yeah.
Coming through. G4.
So what's ha?
Gonna get our MVP with
that
quadra kill. I know you.
No. What? He just got a free quadra kill. That doesn't give him MVP. He was struggling in lane. You give it to either Rocky, you could give it to Elise, or you could give it to Pop. I'd be fine with any 3. Pop deserved it more than anyone.
As our producer
Pop
Eric goes in behind the computer screen.
Pop got the flank. There's some... No. All he did was he just picked up his stick like this, and he was just like, my name's Aatrox, and just went bang, 1 kill, bang, 2 kill, bang, 3 kill, bang. And he's like, MVP. He did it.
That's what he goes, I did good, right?
He was like, yay, MVP, it's me. Meanwhile, Pop and Elise and like Rocky are like, what? Did you not see me kill the Kled like 6 times?
Did you not see me pretty much like creep block their entire team with the Tom Kench?
Did you not see me turn Kled into a ranged minion? Like, that's what he did to him. Kled was just like, I bear trap. Bear trap. That's what it...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, if we're going to go ahead and take a short break and, you know, cleanse ourselves a little bit, and we'll see whether or not Steel Wolves can show some signs of life in Game 2.